So this video will be about the Lifepods of Subnautica in general, but I'm also going to go into like specific story and like details about Lifepod 5 as well, because obviously that's like the main one in the game, and like why wouldn't you go into detail about that? But anyway. So in the Aurora's descent down onto planet 4546b, where it was about to crash, there were 10 life pods that were all launched out of the vessel, and they ended up landing in various parts of the ocean on the planet. Out of the 10 life pods, 9 of them ended up being destroyed eventually, but as we all know, Lifepod 5 was the only one to survive. So Lifepod 5 is the vehicle that obviously you begin the game in, and it's in the middle of the area safe shallows. In the beginning cutscene of the game, you begin in this lifepod, waking up 3 hours after being hit in the head with a panel that flew off of the wall and exposed a bunch of wires, which ended up causing a fire, but eventually you put it out with a fire extinguisher. Although most of the other lifepods were initially intact when being launched from the Aurora, by the time you wake up 3 hours later and put this fire out, they've all been destroyed by either sinking or being attacked. But most of these damaged lifepods do contain data downloads and data boxes when you go and visit them. Also, all of the lifepods are of the same design, both interior and exterior. They have 2 opening hatches, one at the bottom and the other at the top, which is accessible by a ladder. In Lifepod 5, there's also a fabricator, a small storage crate that provides a few items needed for survival, a medical kit fabricator, and a short-range radio system. In terms of power and lighting, when you wake up in Lifepod 5 because of the fire, the vessel needs repairing, which you can do that with the repair tool, as everyone who's played would know. Also, the lifepods are powered by 3 solar power cells, which they draw energy from. They're located on the bulkhead of the lifepod, and you can't remove them at all. Lifepod 2 is located in the northern blood kelp zone. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod. The PDA aboard reports that the pod was carrying 2 surviving crew members, Chief Technical Officer Yu and Berkeley. The 2 crew perished shortly after the O2 ran out and water flooded their compartment 500 metres below sea level. Lifepod 3 is located in the kelp forest. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod, however the attached coordinates were found to be corrupted. The PDA aboard reports that the 2 surviving crew members were aboard and reported problems with their emergency sea glide, sunk in shallow waters densely populated with kelp and crepe vines. Transmission origin approximately 1,000 metres north-northwest of the Aurora's stern section. Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 4 is located in the crash zone. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod. The PDA aboard retains the following recording.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. 1 specimen attempted to swallow the lifepod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 6 is located in the grassy plateaus. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod. The PDA aboard retains the following recording.
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger.
Where are the rescue teams?
The Aurora didn't make it.
So, where are the rescue teams?
They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the routes are radiated.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits.
Oh, there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection.
Don't worry. I'll go. What are you doing?
You were gone so long. I thought you drowned.
Put the flare down.
I was going to try and attract someone's attention.
That's not a distress flare. Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 7 is located in Crag Field. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod. The PDA aboard retains the following recording.
I've tried everything. The analysis circuits on the fabricator are fried. Can barely manufacture the most basic of materials. Want a battery? Here, have a children's toy. Need deep-sea diving equipment? Have some lab tech. Hungry? I'll turn that fruit into dust for you. I'm going forward with trial and error. I hit every button here has got to make something useful eventually.
Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 12 is located in the bulb zone. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod. The PDA aboard reports the pod was carrying Medical Officer Danby.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 13 is located in the northwest of Mushroom Forest. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod, however the attached coordinates were found to be corrupted. The PDA aboard reports that the pod was carrying high-priority passenger Joshi Kasar, sunk to a depth of almost 200 meters. Transmission origin was mapped to Mushroom Forest, approximately 1,500 meters west-northwest of the Aurora crash site. Lifepod located 100 meters southwest of a vast tree-like structure.
Lifepod systems online. Passenger 7, emissary Yohi Kasar has boarded the Lifepod. Lifepod launch sequence initiated.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
Lifepod detached from Aurora. Okay. Entering planetary atmosphere. External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one, on and off and on again.
Exterior hull damage sustained. Life support systems failed. Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
Inhabitant did not survive. Lifepod 17 is located in the grassy plateaus. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod showing its location. The PDA reports the following.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Inhabitants did not survive. Lifepod 19 is located in the deep sparse reef. A distress signal can be sourced from the pod showing its location. The PDA recorded Second Officer Keen's voice log with the captain of the Aurora whilst entering the lifepod and descending to the surface. The captain gives Keen command of the survivor as ranking officer before dying in the Aurora's crash. After surviving the crash, the following is entered into the data logger. To all crew, if you are reading this, then you have followed the automatic distress signal broadcast by this Lifepod's onboard computer. Contrary to my orders, I have been forced to evacuate. Your orders are to disregard my safety and attempt to reach the designated rendezvous coordinates at the nearest landmass. I hope to see you there. Inhabitant did not survive. But what other videos would you guys like to see? If you have any ideas or have questions you would like answered, meet me down in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and go check out Attack Lauren Explained on Twitter and Discord. If you would like to support myself and the channel's content, as well as get access to behind the scenes, early content and other rewards, you can become a channel member. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.